What advice would you give a screenwriter wanting to break into the business today?
Study the craft. There's a lot of, especially young writers, get so caught up and so excited about the idea of breaking the rules, being the rebel. And when you're starting out, it just looks like sloppy writing. There's a reason why this format is specific to the industry, is because it tells other people how to do their jobs. If you don't know how to properly format a slug line, when they go to drop that script into Movie Magic, it's going to get all screwed up, and they're going to have to spend extra time to fix the problems that you created because you couldn't format a slug line properly.
And you're not going to get called again.
No, probably not. But if you can do that easy, and if you can say, hey, you know what, I can help you with tagging the props and the vehicles and stuff like that on my end, so it can populate it, when you drop it in, you might earn yourself some extra points there. So that's certainly something that I would suggest, for young writers to do. Study the classics, read as much as you can, read screenplays, see how they work, see how they look on the page. Study your genres, whatever you're writing and whatever your wheelhouse is. Make sure that you understand subtext. For the love of God, please understand on-the-nose dialogue and how to avoid it. And don't get so obsessed, especially when you're first starting out, with trying to blow people's minds. You're not going to out Inception. I mean, honestly, it's just an action movie that the characters themselves slept through,
Right.
So it's you're not, just learn how to be entertaining, learn how to tell a story, and then you can go and write your existential crisis piece that's in slow motion and black and white and all that stuff.
Why don't you try to build 3 or 4 houses the proper way, and then if you want to create your masterpiece and have windows on the floors and doors in the ceiling, then do that. But
I believe it was David Mamet in his book on directing. He had a story in there about, I think it was in the 60s or 70s, there was a trend called counterculture architecture, where basically it was all these hippie architects were fed up with the fuddy-duddy way that they used to do things back in the day, and we're going to build buildings based on how we feel, not upon these formulas, these gross things that you old guys use. And of course, it was a colossal failure. There's a reason why these blueprints exist, and you need to figure that out. So then, when you go to bend a few of the rules, you know exactly what you're doing, how far to take it, and you're doing it so it serves a purpose in the story, as opposed to I'm just being a rebel because that's cool.
Yeah, because it's not your ego you're feeding; it's the story you're feeding.
Exactly.